Hey guys, Micah from Blackbearcustomkydex. I have a truly short video for you today. I promise this one won't be very long. I know I say that sometimes and it ends up being like 20 minutes, but anyway, this is what I have to show you today. It is just a simple EDC sheath I just finished, and as you can see, the items in it are the Leatherman Skeletool. This happens to be the CX, and we have the Streamlight Microstream, and this one happens to be the rechargeable USB version, which is my personal preference. I've started to really enjoy USB charging for flashlights rather than having battery powered. Obviously, if you're going to be out in the woods or something, having a battery powered flashlight might actually be an advantage, because if you're out there for an extended period of time, get lost, whatever, and you have some spare batteries, you're all set. Whereas if you don't have a way to charge it, then obviously you're out of luck. So anyway, what I want to show you real quick is basically just why this is such a great combination. Obviously, having a Leatherman with all the tools on it and having a small flashlight are very handy for your everyday needs, but obviously putting them together, having a compact rig that carries both of them, and just having them securely retained and contained on your waist or whatever on your belt is just a really great idea. So you can get something like this. Typically what I'm doing now for these is like $70 to $80, depending on which tool, which light. If you're looking at some of the more primo tools and sheaths, like the auto deploy sheets that I do for the OHT and the Gerber MP600, those start a little bit higher price, obviously. But I just wanted to kind of bring your attention to these in case you haven't already checked them out, and see some really great options for tools. This guy right here, the Skeletool, is one of my favorite Leathermans or multi-tools in general, but it's also one of my favorite to put into Kydex, and the reason is because it just lends itself, the geometry of the tool lends itself to being a little more versatile with how I shape the actual holster for it. So as you can see, I currently have it oriented so that the logo lettering, whatever, is facing outward. However, you can actually flip this around and stash it just as easily like that. And then if you really want to, for whatever reason it's more convenient, you can actually turn it upside down. It's a little bit tighter upside down, but you can go upside down and you can store it either way in that direction. That not only means that you have the quadridirectional input, or whatever you want to call it, storage. That also means that if you ever want to, for whatever reason you find it to be uncomfortable with the tech lock setup on this side of the sheath, you can actually just flip the sheath over and wear it like that. In fact, you obviously can take the tech lock off and flip it over, but you don't even have to do that. You can wear a tech lock upside down. I actually prefer to for my own stuff, just because I can then see this gate. It makes it just a little bit easier to operate it. So anyway, that's pretty much what I got. One other note. So this Skeletool does not have the pocket clip on it. I take it off to mold the sheaths. This one does have the pocket clip, as you can see. And if you're going to do a single layer sheath, the pocket clip will work. It's very compatible with it. It doesn't seem to be an issue in any direction whatsoever. The only thing is, because the Streamlight holder goes behind, you'd have to orient it. If you're going to keep your pocket clip on, you need to orient the tool so that the pocket clip stays on the face. That's the only sort of caveat with using the pocket clip. The other thing would be if you decided to get a double layer sheath, which a lot of people do, just because the contrasting colors are really nice, then I would recommend removing the pocket clip altogether, just because going through two layers, having it try to sit over two layers kind of makes it pop offward at an angle like that. Not that aggressive, but comes off at an angle, stands off, creates a wider profile, and then if you snag it on something, it's either going to pull your tool out or maybe crease your pocket clip. So I just prefer to avoid that issue altogether. With the pocket clip in, you can see that it won't seat quite as deep, but it's still very easy to operate and draw and all that. So obviously this little crook in the pocket clip is going to stop it on that the top of the sheath, whereas if it doesn't have it, it can sink a little bit deeper. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. That's just it's just an option. As far as the Streamlight goes, you can also take the pocket clip off of the flashlight and it will be retained sufficiently. You can see that this the diameter of this holder right here is sufficient to retain your Streamlight. Upside down, shaken, whatever, doesn't matter. The pocket clip, I would prefer to leave it on personally, but you can absolutely take it off, doesn't matter. With it off, it's going to reach a stopping point here because the diameter of the holder has to be the same diameter as the emitter housing, and this is the same diameter up here, but when you put the pocket clip on, the extra layer from the pocket clip is actually what's stopping it from traveling further. So anyway, it's very easy to draw as well, with or without the pocket clip attached. All you have to do, what I would do to operate this real quick, I would just brace my thumb on top of the tool, pointer finger down here, just lift it up, and then it's free and clear. So it's very easy. I try to make all of my multi-tool holders very easy, one-handed operation so that it's as convenient as possible for whatever you're doing EDC. I know a lot of you guys that order these are doing some jobs where you're maybe like climbing, doing scaffolding work, whatever, and you've got to hold on to something with one hand, and then you need to pull your tool out, your light out, whatever, and deal with whatever problem you're facing. So in any event, I just think this is a really nice, simple way of carrying both tools, and wanted to kind of promote that, get you guys to give me your feedback on that. So if you own one of these from me already, I'd definitely love to hear your thoughts below. And if you don't and are interested, definitely contact me. And for everybody else, why don't you comment down below? Let me know what you think of the Skeletool and the Microstream. How do they stack up against other similarly sized items? So basically all Leathermans can be considered in that sort of similar size. Other multi-tools as well. And then small EDC lights, something like some of the O lights that are out there, Streamlight, ProTac. There are a bunch of them that make similar sized EDC lights. So, alright guys, give me your opinions down below. And if you like this video, like this video, hit that like button. If you like the channel, subscribe. Definitely comment down below. Share with all your buddies. I appreciate you tuning in. Stick around for the next one, folks. God bless.